Inflammation is often misunderstood. Many people associate it only with visible swelling after an injury. But at its core, inflammation is a complex biological response, a vital part of the body's defense system. When you twist an ankle, scrape your skin, or fight off a cold, inflammation is the body's way of protecting itself and beginning the healing process. However, when inflammation becomes chronic, when the body's immune response is constantly active, even without genuine threats, it can have serious long-term consequences for health. Chronic inflammation doesn't announce itself with the same obvious signs as acute inflammation. There's rarely redness, swelling, or pain. Instead, it quietly and persistently undermines the body's systems, contributing to the development of diseases like heart disease, diabetes, Alzheimer's, autoimmune disorders, and even some cancers. The good news is that by adopting an anti-inflammatory lifestyle, you can help calm this hidden fire, promoting health, longevity, and a better quality of life. The foundation of an anti-inflammatory lifestyle is understanding what drives chronic inflammation. Beyond genetics and unavoidable environmental exposures, the main culprits are often lifestyle choices: diet, activity levels, stress, sleep, and exposure to toxins. These factors can either stoke the flames of inflammation or help extinguish them. Let's break down how each element of daily living can be harnessed to create an environment in your body that discourages chronic inflammation. First, the foods you eat play a decisive role. The modern Western diet is notorious for its abundance of ultra-processed foods, refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and additives, all of which can trigger inflammatory pathways. Conversely, an anti-inflammatory diet is rich in whole, minimally processed foods that provide essential nutrients, antioxidants, and healthy fats. Think of vibrant fruits and vegetables, which supply phytonutrients and fiber. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines, loaded with omega-3 fatty acids. Nuts and seeds, such as walnuts, flax seeds, and chia seeds, which offer both healthy fats and micronutrients. And whole grains, which deliver fiber and B vitamins. The Mediterranean diet is a well-researched template for anti-inflammatory eating. It emphasizes generous amounts of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and olive oil, alongside moderate intakes of fish, poultry, and dairy. Red meat and sweets are consumed sparingly. Studies consistently show that people who follow a Mediterranean-style diet have lower levels of inflammatory markers in their blood and a reduced risk for chronic disease. But it isn't just about what you eat, it's also about what you avoid. Refined sugars and carbohydrates, like those found in white bread, pastries, sodas, and candy, can cause spikes in blood sugar and insulin, triggering inflammation. Trans fats, which are found in certain baked goods, margarines, and processed snack foods, are another significant contributor. Excessive alcohol and processed meats, like bacon and sausage, can also increase inflammatory responses. By minimizing these foods, you help create a biochemical environment that discourages chronic inflammation. Beyond diet, regular physical activity is a powerful anti-inflammatory tool. Movement helps regulate blood sugar, reduces visceral fat, the deep belly fat most responsible for inflammation, and encourages the release of anti-inflammatory cytokines. You don't have to become an athlete to reap the benefits. Even moderate activities like brisk walking, swimming, cycling, or yoga can make a difference. The key is consistency. Aiming for at least 150 minutes of moderate activity per week gives your body the best chance to counteract inflammatory processes. Exercise also has a positive impact on mental health, which is closely linked to inflammation. Chronic stress, whether from emotional turmoil, work pressure, or environmental factors, triggers the release of stress hormones like cortisol. While cortisol is helpful in short bursts, ongoing high levels can promote inflammation and weaken the immune system. Adopting stress management techniques, such as mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, regular physical activity, and connecting with supportive friends and family, can help lower stress hormones and, in turn, reduce inflammation. Sleep is another pillar of the anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Quality, restorative sleep allows the body to repair and recharge. When sleep is poor or insufficient, inflammatory markers rise and the risk of chronic disease increases. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of uninterrupted sleep each night. Establish a calming bedtime routine. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. Avoid stimulants like caffeine late in the day, and keep screens out of the bedroom to promote better sleep hygiene. Environmental toxins are an often overlooked source of inflammation. Air pollution, tobacco smoke, certain chemicals in household products, and even pesticides in food can introduce inflammatory compounds into the body. While it's impossible to avoid all exposure, you can minimize risk by choosing natural cleaning products, filtering indoor air, avoiding smoking and secondhand smoke, and selecting organic produce when possible. Hydration is another essential, yet sometimes neglected factor. Water helps flush toxins from the body, supports cellular health, and keeps bodily systems running smoothly. Aim to drink water throughout the day, adjusting for your activity level, climate, and individual needs. Herbal teas, especially those made with anti-inflammatory ingredients, like ginger or turmeric, can also be a soothing and beneficial addition. Let's not overlook the importance of maintaining a healthy weight. Excess body fat, particularly around the abdomen, acts as an inflammatory organ, releasing chemicals that perpetuate inflammation throughout the body. Even modest weight loss, just 5 to 10% of body weight, can significantly reduce inflammatory markers and improve overall health. Social connections are another surprising aspect of an anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Loneliness and social isolation have been linked to increased inflammation and a higher risk of chronic disease. Nurturing relationships, participating in community activities, and spending time with loved ones can help buffer stress and support emotional well-being. Supplements can be helpful in some cases, but should not replace a healthy diet and lifestyle. Omega-3 fatty acids, curcumin, found in turmeric, ginger, and certain antioxidants have anti-inflammatory properties. However, it's always best to consult with a healthcare provider before starting any supplement regimen. As needs vary and interactions may occur, let's consider the role of gut health. The gut is home to trillions of microbes that play a crucial role in immune function and inflammation. A healthy, diverse gut microbiome helps regulate inflammatory responses, while an imbalanced microbiome can promote inflammation. Eating a variety of fiber-rich foods, fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and kimchi, and minimizing unnecessary antibiotic use can support gut health and reduce inflammation. Mind-body practices also have a place in an anti-inflammatory lifestyle. Yoga, Tai Chi, and breathing exercises not only help reduce stress, but also directly influence inflammatory markers. Regular engagement with these practices can help lower blood pressure, improve mood, and support immune balance. It's important to remember that an anti-inflammatory lifestyle is not about perfection. It's about small, sustainable changes that add up over time. Start by evaluating your current habits and identifying areas for improvement. Maybe you swap out sugary drinks for herbal tea, add an extra serving of vegetables to your dinner, commit to a short daily walk, or set aside 10 minutes each evening for mindfulness practice. Over time, these adjustments can have profound effects. You may notice increased energy, better sleep, improved mood, and even clearer skin. More importantly, you'll be laying the groundwork for long-term health, lowering your risk for chronic disease, and enhancing your resilience against everyday stressors. In summary, living an anti-inflammatory lifestyle means making choices that support your body's natural healing processes and reduce unnecessary immune activation. It's about nourishing your body with wholesome foods, moving regularly, managing stress, prioritizing sleep, minimizing exposure to toxins, supporting your gut health, and staying connected with others. These choices can help you not only live longer, but also enjoy a richer, healthier, and more vibrant life. Remember, the journey to a longer, healthier life isn't about drastic overnight changes. It's built on daily decisions, each meal, each walk, each mindful moment. By embracing the principles of an anti-inflammatory lifestyle, you're giving your body the tools it needs to thrive heal, and sustain you for years to come. So take the first step today and let the power of healthy living guide you toward a future filled with vitality and well-being.